Welcome, Aquarius. I've been avoiding you. So let's not do that anymore and let's get stuck into it. Thank you for joining me for this month ahead reading. We're going to be doing something a bit different. I've been playing with a new spread, so we're going to jump into that. I have some notes here for you to help with the navigation of the current astrological movement. Giggling because Pluto has moved into Aquarius. Pluto being that transformation power planet revealing truth. And Aquarius already feeling like that kind of sign that needs to know that bigger picture and the journey to the fountain of truth. So it's a big deal. And I have been avoiding these readings because of the Pluto in Aquarius shift and how that's been showing up in my experience, only to find on deeper diving that I have both Mars and Venus in Aquarius. So interestingly, how those planets are speaking through that shift. So if this is for you, great. If this is cross-watcher, great. Sun, moon, rising, north node, anywhere, however you relate. It's a big deal. 20 years this planet could stay in this spot for. So let's get into it. Aquarius, your themes for the month are around big identity shifts and self-definition, pulling away from any old group dynamics that may no longer be serving you, and requiring some system discernment in that nervous system. This month you'll be asked to reconsider who you are long term, that next big chapter. You might feel like you're less willing to perform those past versions of yourself, and there'll be a very strong mental energy which I can relate to. And the one-liner I have for you is less about reinvention and it's more about being honest about what has already changed. Okay, let's look into the month ahead for Aquarius. First 4 cards being the next 4 weeks. We're recording the second week of May. And this will see you over the next full moon. We have 2 this month in Sagittarius. So note anything that might have happened from that Scorpio full moon. Scorpio enters the chart straight up here with the Queen of Cups. Next 4 weeks, Queen of Cups, 5 of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles, and the Sun. Well, grey skies are going to clear up. And being cut off before I say and put on a happy face, because if that's part of that mask energy that you're needing to let go of and reinvent, it's really time to get to work on that. Head down, bum up. You're close to completing something. If there's anything you need to finish from that last cycle that you don't want to bring into this next massive shift, then that might show up around week 3 with that 8 of Pentacles. Opening strong this next week is really about you reconnecting to how you feel and really taking a look at the reflection in your heart's desire. Really stepping into the observer of the observer and witnessing your own reflection in a way. Moving into the week after that with the 5 of Pentacles, it looks like it's time to bring yourself in from being out of the cold, any kind of victim mentality, whether it's self-talk or self-deprecation. You're going to have to cut it out. It's only attracting more dead weight. And if you need to move, or if you need to get on with it, or if you need to relocate, you can't get well in the place that made you sick. So remember that. And there is this energy of completion though, and definitely with that sun in the next 4 weeks. So set yourself a little bit of a goal or a milestone and work with those energies best you can. Oof, you're getting slapped with it. I knew this was going to be a big deal. They're just cards. It's not that big of a deal. But the advice to help you through these weeks, I see them as kind of helping with the transition week on week. We have the star card, the moon card, and the Four of Wands. So again, supporting or reiterating that message of, you know, setting yourself a goal or a milestone of something you want to complete within the next 4 weeks. Maybe it's an official deadline. You could be waiting on news or a contract or some kind of celebration, approval, anything like that. Really, yeah, looks like in the next 4 weeks. But you're going to have to really go deep on the journey to get there. There's really nowhere to hide in this transit with Pluto moving into your sign. The transformation is going to be a very stark reflection, whatever that means for you. The star here helping you through that chapter of Queen of Cups to the Five of Pentacles is full vulnerability. That's an Aquarian card. This is you and your higher self, your ideal self, you know, being completely vulnerably exposed to that destiny. So you can't avoid it, and you may as well step into that light, let your freak flag fly, but, you know, really work with the discernment of what parts of yourself are draining you, or what parts of yourself are renewing you genuinely, and invest wisely in getting that shit done. The moon card in the center here is a little bit of that unconscious gift, or that subconscious slick stream. I don't know what I'm saying, but the moon there kind of giving me this smirking energy of, like, you're really on it, you're going through, the only way through is through. This is a deep chapter, and I really think you're going to feel it in the next 4 weeks. You might not be able to see it, might not be clear, it might just be you and that reflection. But yeah, don't look back in pain, or don't look back in anger, and don't look back in disappointment. You've got to look forward to this milestone, or this achievement, and this answer, or this yes that we're getting in the 4 weeks here. Okay, let's see in the relationship front, Queen of Pentacles and the Six of Cups. And this being the last 2 cards before I draw the outcome for the month, the overall theme likely to be mirrored here. That big identity shift, you know, that self-definition. It's really supported here with this Queen of Pentacles and the Six of Cups. This is like soulmate, karmic, lifetimes, but probably early attachment, nostalgia. And I don't want to say wounds, but I kind of want to say wounds, because we've got this thread of Pentacles energy, the 5 to the 6 there. But yeah, pulling out the metaphorical mental weeds in the subconscious in order to plant flowers and be able to look back on chapters with joy and wholeness, wholesome healing. If you're not being able to do that now, then take a good look at yourself in that mirror. And I mean that in the most loving way possible, but you are the creator of your reality. This is not happening to you, it's happening for you. And this emerging sense of truth and identity is what you've been searching for this whole time. And so it may not always look like it does on the surface, or you may be expecting it to look very differently on the outside, or however that resonates for you. But this is a lifetime, or a lineage of energy that's showing up for you to heal, transmute, clear. And that final card, wow, being the Knight of Cups. I guess you might be feeling this in, you know, what you have to offer the world, or what the world is offering you in terms of how you feel about receptivity, you know, giving and receiving, and where that karmic imbalance might be misdirecting your unconscious energy to see it as less than, or just a lack mentality. The Knight of Cups is honing his intuition by kind of scrying with this cup, really seeing his reflection in the water there. It's not, I'm not making this up, this is the meaning of the card. And that Queen of Cups is really focused in that direction. So there might be an adjustment of what might feel like a demotion in the dream state or the subconscious state, but less is more. It's more pure, it's more clear, and will allow you to really surround yourself with those who have your best interests at heart, whether that's the versions of yourself that you're truly happy to integrate as one, or that you really can be sure that you're bringing nothing unhealthy into a partnership or into any kind of relationship with your reality or your contribution to the world. So yeah, calling on some deep transformation for Aquarius over the next 4 weeks, but really supporting that yes energy and receiving the answer, or completing a milestone, or finishing a project, or something. But you've got a couple of weeks of really pulling yourself out of that lower frequency and catching up with the version of the new self that you want to see 20 years from now. Asking you to reconsider who you are long term, less willing to perform past versions of yourself. Strong mental energy, that subconscious might be really playing tricks on you, so practice some extra mindfulness, definitely any kind of journaling or something that can kind of extract the mental energy and put it into a healthy way. But focusing forward and on the truest reflection of this next identity shift is going to be how you see the bigger picture. It might suck in a couple of weeks before that, though. Okay, thanks, Aquarius. Hope that helped.